not a crossbred creature.
But didn't they have like an amusement park inside the body?
Rick and Morty had that.
Yes, they did. They got deep with that shit.
Yeah, they had everything inside the body. I mean, it was a wandering metropolis. Oh, we have a backup in the appendix. We got to clear that out before it ruptures. That was a pretty fun movie. I liked Osmosis Jones.
Osmosis Jones was a great movie.
That's pretty fun.
So they are in works to make Space Jam 2 right now with Mr. LeBron James.
I'm really surprised how fast we just moved on. A human-animal embryo hybrid.
Right.
Sorry. Anyways, LeBron James.
It makes me want to cross humans with cartoons.
It makes me want to make things. Here's the thing, okay? Okay, I get we can make things. Like, we could make things. Why not make what's already here better?
Right.
Why are we creating new genetic branches of a modified human race, which in itself you could modify for different climates so the body works better. You pull on traits instead of a full on reproduction of whatever.
Right.
But why not create upgrades? Like, I believe it was an episode of Batman Beyond. It was a cartoon, but in the future you could get genetic modification of your eyes so you could see in the dark, genetic modification of your hands so you could swim faster, gills, you could have a tail, better balance, like there's different modifications you could get in, what was that, like almost, it was like the year 2080 or 70, or I don't remember what year it was.
So you could become Inspector Gadget without the gadgets.
Biological gadgets. Well, you would have one upgrade. You wouldn't have all the upgrades. You'd have like panther eye genes injected, and then you could like see at night. Stuff like that. Become nocturnal.
Which would be cool to be able to run really fucking fast, like a cheetah.
Yeah, well, a cheetah can only run really fast for about a mile, and then it's pretty much it. So if it's not within a certain range, it's not going to top speed for very long. Well, do your research, man.
Because I always wanted to get a baby cheetah and then go rollerblading with it.
You want to know how I learned that? And it's true. You want to know how I learned it, though? Thundercats.
Of course.
I learned that from Chitara. I learned it from Lion-O because the only way he was able to get the gauntlet and the sword, because one of the things was an inheritance and the other one was, together they do what they do. But the only way he was allowed to get it once he became there, he had to be better, stronger than everyone on his team, or everyone in the group. I don't really remember exactly what they, if it was a team or whatever. But he had to be stronger than Panthera. He had to be faster than Chitara. He didn't have to be faster, but he had to get to where he needed to get before she got there. He had to be smarter than the Gadget Twins, like a whole bunch of stuff like that. It's kind of cool. Taper off. And what are you talking about? LeBron James?
Yeah, Mr. LeBron James doing Space Jam 2. Not really sure how I feel about Space Jam 2, but I love Space Jam 1. But I wanted to get into the gaming corner a while back, and we never got there. So
slide into them corners.
I just want to talk about... So... Grand Theft Auto 5, right? Still going strong. They just came out with the casino, which I'll have to dive into. I haven't played Grand Theft Auto in a minute. But what if they were to make Grand Theft Auto 6? There's no talks that they're making it. We know they are, but what else could they fucking do? I mean, we've seen Red Dead Redemption 2 and how deep they can get in that. I mean, you can literally see the horse's dick grow and balls shrivel to the weather. It's insane detail.
That's pretty much all they could do is just add more detail.
Right.
Like, I don't know.
But I mean, if they were to do Grand Theft Auto 6, I would like it to be the complete United States. I mean, not just... I mean, their towns are fictional, San Andreas and whatnot, but I think it would be cool to make a lot of bigger cities. Let's go fuck up Madison. Let's go fuck up Milwaukee.
Yeah, that I like really just an open world. I mean, The only thing left that I think they could do is just re-release Fallout 4 as Grand Theft Auto 6. Because the only thing left is a post-apocalyptic scenario,
right,
where you could steal cars.
That would be pretty fucking amazing.
And my biggest thing about Grand Theft Auto 5, it is nothing about Grand Theft of Autos anymore. There's a whole mission where you need to be an animal. Like, what? There's nothing about... Yeah, you could steal a car. You could do that in a lot of games now, though. Like, it has nothing to do about... Like, there's that repo thing, and, like, it shows a little bit of... I mean, some of the missions are Grand Theft Auto, right. Like, in the essence of it. But where's the katana? Like, I miss the katana. That's, like, my favorite. And I use the cheat for the weapons, because I want to know what was there. They're missing so many weapons. Mm-hmm. Where's the code to summon the tank? That was the biggest fun thing ever.
My favorite code is Skyfall.
Yeah, I really like that.
Just starting out anywhere in the middle of the sky and just falling. And then try to do the parachute cheat. Doesn't work. I
do the parachute cheat first, but it never lets me engage the parachute. So while I'm falling, I'll put in the invincibility cheat so I can just land wherever the hell I want. And then the other thing too, I mean, Skyfall is the fastest way to get across the map.
Oh, it is.
Because you do Skyfall and then you just aim the way you want to go. Smack the ground, do Skyfall again, you'll go straight up and fall again in another direction, and you'll...
I remember I would do the Skyfall cheat just to unlock the map. The complete map. Like, I just keep Skyfalling in different areas and unlocking map. But I think the one thing that they can integrate into Grand Theft Auto 4.6 is VR.
Oh, yeah. That would be fun. A full 360 VR and not just 2D playing it.
I mean, going to steal cars, shooting people,
I do really hope that the next VR isn't as grainy.
Right. Or drifts.
Well, yes, the drifting is always a factor, but, that's going to be what it is. But, I mean, my phone has better graphics
than the VR.
Oh, yeah. Like, and it's a headache because that graininess gets to your eyes because your eyes are constantly trying to focus, like, whether it's focusing or not, but when you try to look, to a different direction, like you check the periph, you lose a little focus, and it's very frustrating.
I also noticed, the drifting of it. You cannot sit in one spot for too long without it drifting.
And you don't even realize it. You'll be sitting there playing, looking forward, and then out of nowhere you'll be like, why does my neck hurt? And you'll lift it up, and you're staring at your right arm. Like, what the fuck? You don't even realize you're turning your head because, it's a 360 view, but it's the fact of you're focused on where the person's looking, if you're playing a first person. So you don't realize your head's... Because if you keep looking forward, the screen just kind of walks to, the right, left, up. I had it once where I was like, I think I'm staring at the ceiling.
And it was going upward.
And then my daughter goes, why are you staring at us? I was playing like a VR game, and I was like, I lift them up, I'm like, why am I turned around at you guys? And they're like, we don't know. Like,
we don't know how you arrived at the situation.
And I was playing one of those, whatever kind of the VR playroom games with those little robots where I was like destroying buildings. So it was like, I didn't even realize.
I think the game Rampage would be pretty cool in VR. Climbing buildings and just destroying them with your fists.
And the problem too is a lot of these VR games look like Johnny Mnemonic VR. It's like, oh, this is cool. It's futuristic. It's like, no, the graphics are there, but you're making shit like worse than the show Reboot.
Right.
Like, we have the technology to make this better. Like, why did I spend $400 for a VR if the graphics are worse than my 3 models ago cell phone?
Right. I think the Oculus is where to go for VR.
Well, and that's one of the things I was going to say too, is the next computer I build is going to be VR ready, and I can't upgrade this computer without replacing the motherboard, and by replacing the motherboard, I would then have to buy my operating system again. So I'm just going to do the old motherly thing and hand it down to one of my family.
Okay.
Maybe upgrade the wife's laptop. It's tradition.
It's tradition.
Did you hear, I'm going off, that Frankie Muniz wants to do a Malcolm in the Middle again?
Really? Because he doesn't even remember doing Malcolm in the Middle.
I think
he's got something wrong with his brain where he doesn't remember doing any scenes or anything for Malcolm in the Middle.
Well, I read it recently where he wants to do a reboot.
Well, I know there was that scenario at the end of Breaking Bad that he was in witness protection after Malcolm in the Middle, or after Breaking Bad. He got into witness protection, and then it starts Malcolm in the Middle. And they even did a Funny or Die sketch with him and the wife in bed, and he wakes up from this bad dream. And she's like, "What's wrong?" And he's like, "I had this dream that I was a science teacher, and I was making meth." And she's like, "Go back to sleep, honey." So they brought those two back.
What happened to him? Why does he not? Why does he have these memory loss? Yeah, what's wrong with him?
Oh, I don't know. I'd have to look that up.
This is bugging me.
All I know is that he can't remember making Malcolm in the Middle.
All I'm seeing is articles about he can't remember, but none of them say why. He doesn't remember. Heartbreaking. He doesn't remember. They did a most memorable dance on Dancing with the Stars, but for him, it wasn't there because he can't remember. Why can't he fucking remember? Jesus Christ. It's upsetting. I mean, obviously, it's the whole HIPAA law. They can't release health.
It makes him a little sad that he doesn't remember.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't say what's wrong with him.
Yeah, I don't... Did he hit his head? They could just say, oh, he bumped his head.
Actor Bryan Cranston, who portrayed Muniz's father on the comedy sitcom, said he takes it upon himself to remind Muniz of his experiences they had together on the show. "My job is to tell him to remember what happened on Malcolm in the Middle," said Cranston, who went on to star in the hit series Breaking Bad. What a life. Yeah, that's really unfortunate that he doesn't remember Malcolm in the Middle, because it was a really good show.
Why not just buy him...
DWTS?
The DVDs. Down with the system?
He has suffered significant memory loss, forgetting he starred in his own shows. But it doesn't tell you what the memory loss is. Maybe they don't know.
Where did you... Oh, that's Dancing with the Stars, DWTS.
Oh, DWTS. Okay, I get it now. Everybody making things acronyms.
Oh, he has mini strokes.
Oh, wow.
He has
really
transient ischemic attacks, otherwise known as mini strokes, that involve a temporary clot or blockage in the brain, and that's probably... That's what he said on Dancing with the Stars, I guess. So finally, one of them says what's up. So that sucks.
Wow.
Why not just buy him the season box set instead of having
him watch it?
Yeah, just have him watch it every other week.
Oh, jeez. That's like 50 First Dates.
That's how I would take it upon myself to remind someone something. Just give it to them. I don't know. In
video form, have them watch it every morning. Remind them that they're in love with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think of... I'm going off again, but Santa Clarita Diet?
I love it. I'm really mad that I believe they canceled it.
They did cancel it.
And why? What happens to ball legs?
Say that again?
Sorry. What happens to ball legs?
I don't know. We'll never find out.
It goes into his head. And then he's controlled by it, because then it can talk through him. And then the season ended, and they canceled it. What the fuck? How do you do that?
Cliffhanger.
How do you do that to me? It's more than a cliffhanger. It's over. I don't know.
That's like Firefly.
I didn't mean to yell into my microphone, but yeah, Firefly, that really bummed me out. There was a book that I read, and in it talked about different someone had interdimensional